And number one, the length of the national anthem. This is in seconds. And we'll use the official covers time, which they will record, obviously, when the game takes place. This time, the national anthem will be sung by a local singer-songwriter and instrumentalist. The name is John Baptiste. I'm not familiar at all. Last year, it was Reba McEntire, and she sang it in like rapid-fire mode when all indications were she was going to go over. But my thought is here, like if he's an instrumentalist, right? He's not necessarily just a singer. He's probably going to amp it up. Obviously, for the Super Bowl, you're going to do your biggest performance, I would think. And to me, that means you extend it. So the over-under is set at 120 and a half. I believe he'll go over in this case. Number two, will the coin toss be heads or tails? And I think the funny thing about the coin toss to me is like they always make these crazy ass coins up. So when you flip these coins, and again, you're also putting it in the hands of some goofy referee who's going to flip it in some weird way. And I know I'm sure somebody's come out there and told them like, this is how we want you to flip the coin, right? But is it weighted the same way as a normal quarter that you would flip? Or is it, is it going to flip a certain way? Here's the old NFL conspiracy theory. But looking at like raw data, most numbers would tell you that tails typically wins, although heads won last year. But I'm also always a tails never fails kind of guy. So I'm going to go with tails here in this case. Number three is a good one. The first offensive play will be a run or a pass attempt. Obviously, it comes down to who gets the ball first. So let's look at it that way. If the Eagles get the ball first, I think with Saquon being such a focal point in this game, you probably use that in a play action scenario. So I would think in that case it would be a pass. And then in the Chiefs scenario, you probably want to get Patrick Mahomes off and running as early as possible. So to me, you kind of get him in like a play action scenario off in the, maybe running outside with a run option. So, I mean, he could run the ball, but I don't think he wants to get himself hurt. So to me, everything kind of leans more pass. So in this case, I'm going to say pass as the first offensive play. Number four, which team will score first? That's a good one. And again, it could come down to who gets the ball first. But I would say typically you have teams feeling each other out in these kind of games. I don't know if you're going to get necessarily an offensive explosion, although these two teams could go there. I mean, the Chiefs haven't really leaned that direction this year, but the Eagles certainly showed that in the FC Championship game, so they could blow it open. But I think I'm leaning more in a low-scoring affair. So with that being said, this is a wild guess, right? But I'm going to say the Chiefs score first.